In a setback for actor Juhi Chawla, the Delhi High Court has dismissed her petition against 5G network trials and imposed a penalty of Rs 20 lakhs for abusing the process of law. The single-judge bench of Justice J.R. Midha took strong exception to her act of putting the virtual hearing link on her social media handles, which led to repeated disruptions during the hearing, noting that the civil suit filed for publicity was ridden by procedural lapses. The court held that it was not filed in accordance with the Code of Civil Procedure, and various claims over harms of 5G network were not verified by the petitioner herself. The Delhi police has been asked to identify and act against the miscreant who disrupted the virtual hearing by singing songs. The bench turned down Juhi Chawla's counsel's request to stay the order to give time to appeal against it before the division bench. The hearing of the case on the 2nd of June was repeatedly interrupted by an unsavoury act. An unidentified visitor was singing songs featuring Juhi Chawla. The interruption began with the visitor repeatedly asking, "Where is Juhi ma'am?" Despite being asked by the judge and court staff to mute himself, he started singing a song, after which he was removed from the virtual hearing. However, he marked a virtual re-entry by singing 2 more songs, which prompted the court to issue a contempt order directing the Delhi police to identify and punish the offender. DOT had requested the court to dismiss the petitions, which it deemed as frivolous, stating that any policy decision can only be struck down by courts if it violates fundamental rights of people. DOT had argued that the PILs cannot term 5G as a public nuisance or a wrongful act, since it's not banned as per law. DOT had pointed to the fact that a PIL in this regard was already filed by petitioners in Bombay High Court and was currently pending hearing. Meanwhile, petitioners had urged the centre to not rely on WHO reports on 5G network being safe. They had claimed that many of the studies relied upon by the World Health Organization were funded by private interests, maintaining that they were not questioning government policy but rather trials before the actual rollout. The petitioners had claimed that 5G trials were wrongfully being done without taking ample care. The petitioners had argued that they were concerned Indians fighting for the cause of the country, submitting that 5G trials involving humans have already begun, which may threaten public health. The over 5,000-page long petition filed by Juhi Chawla against 5G rollout had claimed that similar trials had already been stopped in Belgium and various other parts of Europe and other Western nations over health concerns. Petitioners had sought public consultation before implementation of 5G, claiming that 57 scientific studies had cited health dangers due to such a rollout. It remains to be seen whether an appeal will be filed against this order before a division bench of the Delhi High Court.